Welcome back to Keep Up channel. I didn't air any dirty laundry in public, my conscience is clear, says Prince Harry during visit to Ukraine. Duke reveals he wants to spend more time in the UK in the next year as the focus really has to be on my dad. Prince Harry says his tell-all memoir Spare and Netflix series were not about revenge. The Duke of Sussex, who celebrates his 41st birthday tomorrow, also believes he didn't air his dirty laundry in public. And he appeared to make a thinly veiled swipe at his brother Prince William as he said, "You cannot have reconciliation before you have truth." Harry made the comments during a visit to Ukraine, just days after a 54-minute reconciliation meeting with his father King Charles III in a bid to rebuild their relationship. It was the first time the prince had seen his father in 19 months, and although he says the focus really has to be on my dad in the next year, he declared his conscience is clear. During a sit-down interview with The Guardian in Kiev, he said, "I know that, speaking out, annoys some people and it goes against the narrative." The book? It was a series of corrections to stories already out there. One point of view had been put out and it needed to be corrected. He added, "I don't believe that I aired my dirty laundry in public. It was a difficult message, but I did it in the best way possible. My conscience is clear. It is not about revenge, it is about accountability," he says. Harry also revealed the words of wisdom his wife, Meghan, gave him were to just stick to the truth. Harry's 416-page tome Spare made a series of jaw-dropping claims and laid bare the rift within the royal family. One accusation aimed at his brother accused William of leaving Harry with visible scrapes and bruises after an alleged attack. He claimed, "William grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor." It also claimed William teased Harry about his panic attacks and that King Charles put his own interests above his second son, and saw Harry reference taking cocaine, marijuana, and psychedelic mushrooms and his enjoyment of the TV show Friends. The Duke of Sussex's controversial memoir became the UK's fastest-selling non-fiction book ever after being published by Penguin Random House in January 2023. It comes after a royal source told the Daily Mail that the past week where Harry spent 4 days in the UK could be the start of Harry, Meghan, and their 2 children being part of a functioning wider family again. The king is said to be keen to rebuild his relationship with his son and wants to spend time with his grandchildren Archie and Lilibet, whom he has not seen for 3 years. It's become clear that Harry now regrets some of his actions. He wants to reset his relationship with his family and with the people of the UK, an insider has said. It's hard to see him ever coming back to live in Britain, but this may be the start of something that at least allows them to be a functioning wider family again. It came after Prince Harry's spokesman said he loved being back in the UK and catching up with his good causes and friends. The Duke of Sussex wrapped up his trip with a visit to a charity set up in memory of his mother, one day after reuniting with the king for the first time in 19 months. His spokesperson gave an upbeat review of the UK tour, saying, "He's obviously loved being back in the UK, catching up with old friends, colleagues, and just generally being able to support the incredible work of the causes that mean so much to him." The Duke carried out his final engagement on Friday, an event linked to the Diana Award, in central London as he brought his 4-day solo trip to a close. In May, after losing his High Court battle with the Home Office, Harry himself told the BBC that he would love a reconciliation with the royal family, adding, "There's no point continuing to fight anymore, life is precious." The king reportedly begged his warring sons not to make his final years a misery during an anguished meeting at Windsor Castle in 2023, but while Charles engaged with his son this week, the Prince of Wales refused to meet his brother despite being just a few miles apart at one point. Harry is in Kiev as part of his work for the Invictus Games and to support Ukraine's tens of thousands of injured veterans. The Duke of Sussex flew to Poland and then caught a train to the Ukrainian capital, arriving on Friday morning. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.